What's up, guys? In today's video, I go over the Ran Crusher 6. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Torres, and in today's video, if you guys have never heard of Ran guitars, it's because they're based out of Poland, and for the most part, you never really see them here in the United States, but this guitar is absolutely incredible. So let me just go over how I managed to get this guitar, which it's not that it is mine. It is a loaner from my buddy Mike Stack, who is the guitarist in a local band called The Final Sleep. So Mike is actually the guy who sold me my Kiesel Aries 6, Aries A6C. So, forever, there were two guitars that I've always kind of mentioned, like, hey, if you ever get rid of that, you let me know. After a long while, he's like, he plays predominantly 7-string guitars, and he reaches out to me one day and he's like, hey, that Kiesel, you're still interested? I'm like, look at my bank account. Yes, I am. And we went with a price that was perfect for the two of us, and that's how I managed to get my Aries. That being said, the other guitar has been this Ran, and it's still not up for sale, but they're actually recording a new album, and he needed a guitar with a Floyd Rose, and he reached out to me and said, hey, can I use your our Kiesel Aries? And I'm like, yeah, can I just use your Ran just to make a video? And he's like, yeah, sure. So I literally went to his house in Troy, New York. We hung out for a little bit, and I left my Kiesel and I took this Ran. So this thing is a piece of art. And funny enough, someone mentioned that they thought that this guitar was actually a Solar, which it is not. In fact, the contour that's here is much different and deeper than the Solar, and I actually have a Washburn Solar, so I'll pull that one out and just compare it. So to start off, this is all walnut. So just a absolutely beautiful darker wood, and this is about 1/4 of an inch thick because the top is walnut and the back is ash. So it's light, it's just tone-wise, it's absolutely perfect. And then there's subtle things that I thought make this brand. For instance, the nuts or the bolts that are back here that hold the neck in place are big as far as diameter goes, but they're flush, and it's just perfect. Some companies, they'll go ahead and almost drill so it's a little wider. This isn't. This is literally perfectly, I don't know, maybe that's about 3/8 of an inch, all four, and it's just flat, and, the exact diameter that they cut out is exactly the diameter for the screws. As far as the heel goes, it's not a neck-through body, although it looks it and it feels it as far as how it's been shaped together, and, I mean, it's to say that you can feel that is almost non-existent. It's just insane how perfect they went ahead and notched that in there. So let's start off with the mother of pearl logo that they have for Ran guitars. It actually has a walnut veneer on top, because you can see it's about 1/16 of an inch thick. Then it's a 3-piece neck. So it is walnut center with maple top and bottom. The fretboard, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually a maple bird's eye. So let me see. Yeah, you can see it there, right? So those are all little bird's eye patterns with this model. And the tuners, oh, the Schaller. Okay. They are locking tuners. Schaller? Schaller. And then the actual electronics cavity is the actual piece of wood that they cut out and went ahead and put their logo on there. But you can see that it's the same pattern of wood as well. And yeah, so maybe one day Mike will allow me to carry on its legacy. And the pickups, he actually just put in Guitarmery pickups on here, and it has a hip shot. What is this? Just a standard hip shot 6, right? But it's a hip shot hardtail with a 3 pickup selector toggle, tone and volume. And you can actually tell that they are slightly grooved in there. So, and then with the cutout here, right? Because a few people mentioned that it is similar to a Solar. It actually isn't. It's at least in the ballpark, but these grooves are definitely just they bore them out real deep. Let me grab my Solar so you can see the difference between them. I guess it's in that similar style, so it's just recessed on both top and bottom horns, but it's only, lightly in there, right, with the Solar. So it's kind of like a gradual indentation, whereas this one is just much more pronounced. You could see just the reflection of the light from there. I mean, it's deep, which is awesome. All right, so I'm going to use this Rand Crusher 6 with my Mesa Triple Rectifier. The only pedal that I'm using, aside from my Zool Noise Gate, is my Full Tone OCD that I just bought after demoing it. And it was one of those, hey, when you ship it back, I'm actually going to sell them on Reverb. And I was like, how much? So I ended up buying the Full Tone OCD and the Maxon OD808 Keeley modified pedal. So those two are now in my arsenal. But let me go ahead and plug this guy in so you can hear how crazy it sounds. And the Armory pickups or the Guitarmery pickups are actually pretty good. So I'll be back. What is up, you guys? So I, again, will be running this out of my Mesa Triple Rectifier. The microphones that I'm using are 2 Pyle 78s, including my Sennheiser E906. And hopefully you guys will like the tone that these Guitarmery pickups are pushing out. So let me activate. there you have it with the Ran Crusher 6. If you have never heard of them, again, you can go to their website or click in the description below where I will gladly go ahead and post their website because they are an absolutely incredible guitar company. They, that guitar feels absolutely perfect. Perfect. And mind you, that says a lot considering that I prefer neck through body guitars, but that's as close that you're going to get, in my opinion, considering how many guitars I have, to a neck through body, even though it is a bolt-on. It does not feel like a bolt-on. It is absolutely perfect and feels better, believe it or not, than my Kiesel Aries A6C. So if you have a Kiesel Aries and you know how incredible that guitar feels as far as the heel goes, that's garbage compared to this Ran Crusher. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Jerk. You, all of you. Are you subscribed? No? You should. I'm pretty funny. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Hit the description below. Check out Ran Guitars from Poland. You're going to absolutely love them. And thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.